So we go live in 18 minutes. I'll just prepare things. So We go live in 5 minutes. So we start in 2-3 minutes. I will start to prepare the things so we have everything in order. Let's bring up some things. We need trading view, investing, we need Forex. Let's remove some marks. Okay. We start in 2 minutes. I'll let some people have a chance to enter. Baby, start to go. Let's see. It's Friday, so. So let's see. I think we just start now. I think I've given everyone a chance to enter, so as it's no one here yet. It's a recording also. I know many are looking my recordings, so I think we just start now. So, as always, we go into euro against dollar first. We open it at a higher time frame. So what we can see now, we are moving in a very small area. We have done that for basically since 19 of July, and now we are 5 of August, so have been quite a long time into this region here. So it's a little boring. So it's not something we can trade based on swing trading, at least, because we can see that we are moving. If you make this, well, let's make this to yellow just to market, and we are up here. So you can see we are moving in this area. So basically, for swing trading, I will not take any trade before we cross below one here or in top here. If you look down on the 4 hour, let's see how it looks like then. And we can clearly see here also. Here actually we need to move it a little, or we can call this a fake out. So that's why we need to wait for the next bar, I think. Typically I would have opened here, so it's easy to say after. But yes, so I would have lost this trade up here. I would typically have opened on the closed bar here, and I would have lost it because I would think that it will go up. So also see that I can lose trades also. It's not only winners. I did lose a trade today actually. I was trading, I think was, let me see which trade I did. I need to be open when I lose also. Can't only share my winners. That was for, I did have a long trade on GBP USD and I lost it. Maybe I did not check the news today, so let's see if that makes sense with the news. I tell everyone to check the news, but I don't check it myself. So what can I say? Let's go here now and check the news, so we can know at least, so we can take, I guess, was the news with the dollar or with the GBP today. Let's see. We have a line here. And yes, there were a news for dollar today. So I guess that was the reason. Can see now we should not trade the Canadian dollar. I don't typically trade that one, by the way, so we will be good there. And I see there are no more news to think about today, so we are golden. So we need to remember for binary we should not trade Canadian dollar either. So we will stay away from that type of currency in this session. So back to this one. Like I said, right now I think we will stay away from at least swing trading. So let's then move down to day trading instead. So let's turn that to 30 minutes to see what we can see here. Here we can see that we are respecting this, let's make another color so we're more clear, green. Respecting here. Looks like we're going to go down and have a retest because we had a spike up here. So I think what I want to do here now, I want to take a long trade, but I will see if I can get it down at least to this level here. Let's take a tight stop loss, not to, I don't think you will get something like this, so let's take to protect at least a spike like this. and let's go for the upside, like we see the spike here, because we can see back here also that that's an area that we can come up to. So it's a nice trade. So let's put this trade here and let's see if we can get that one. So that's euro against dollar. It's a pending long trade. So let's take write that up. Euro USD pending long trade. Entry. We put the entry at this level here. We take a stop loss at this level here, and I'll take profit. We take at, let me see, at this level. So we have that going on at least as a good start of the day. So let me see. I also post in my Telegram channel my trades, but I'm not going to share my Telegram channel here, so that's for that. Do you use a referral system? Yeah, it's good. It's good, this one. So it's good to invite your friends so you can get it for free. I can post my links, so if you want to copy what I'm doing, you can do that. For Forex, you should use the first link there. For binary option broker, it's another one you see there. Yeah, we make profit every day as long as we are keeping our mind sharp. So let's go back to the chart. So that's the first trade of the day. If this one will be actually, let me zoom in here now. We almost got the trade. We were like millimeters away from opening the trade. So we can't say it's active yet, but it's all good, all good. If you don't get, I think maybe I was a little. No, I think we should get this one. If you don't go down there, okay. I think this will be a sniper entry if we get it. Sniper. But let's see. We can come back later and see if we get it or not. So that's the first trade of the day, euro against dollar. And like I said, make sure you have a count. I will say this in every video because it's very important. Never trade. I did today, I lost a trade, and that's my fault. That was a GBP USD trade. I lost it because I did not see it was on news. So that's on me. I can tell everyone else to do it, but when I forget it myself, what can I say? So always check investing.com if there are any news. News means 3-star news. That means stay away. Stay away at least 1 hour after the news. So like I said, I did a GBP USD trade today. I had a long position and I lost it. It was perfect, lined up with my trend lines. Was a perfect entry trade, but the thing is, came on news and we did go down. So always make sure that you do not trade under news. Like I do not trade the Canadian dollar, so I don't need to think about this one. So just a lesson for all of you, never trade under news. Now let's look at GBP. Looks here you basically see what I was talking about. Here you see what happened under the news. they fly down. So and you can see this is 1, 2, 3, it's just some outlying. That's 3. Yeah, fits perfect with the news. You see, the news was 9:30, and this is 3 hours ago, so you can see it fits perfectly. So only so you can see what a news can do for you. See this spike down here that we got only because of the news. So only a lesson for you all: never trade when there are news, because then these type of things will happen with you also. So let's look at a higher time frame. Here at least I will say that we have a bigger area of interest. We are currently now at a weak support line. I think you can remove some of these lines. Let's see. You can see here. I will say we have a quite nice entry. I take this trade any day of the week. This is a swing trade. We enter there. I think I will set my stop loss. Let me see. My stop loss I will set to around, let's set it there, or take profit. Let's go for the upside. I take this trade right away. This is a swing trade. GBP USD. We go along there again. Long trade entry. We take this entry. We take profit at this level here. Take profit. And we take a stop loss at this level here. There. And this is a nice, if we lose $1, we make 2.26. So it's a good ratio for trading. So we need to keep it that way, because even with a 50% win rate, we are making money. And that's the most important when we trade Forex. Just so we need to keep the ratio correct. If you start to trade 1-to-1, that means you always need to have a better win ratio. My win ratio is better than 50%, of course, but still, most of my trades I make 1.8, 1.9, 2, like here you have 2.26. I always keep it more than 1.5. So it's like if you do 10 trades, okay, and let's say you are betting $100 on a losing trade, okay, that means you would sit with 10 multiplied with 50. No, 5 multiplied with 50. So you would have a $250 profit if you had 1 to 1.5, if you have 50% win rate. So even if you are winning only half of the time with 1.5, if you have that type of ratio, this type of money you're using, so only so you can see what type of profit you can make just winning half of the time. Like you're just throwing a coin in the air, which direction is going, and you still make money, you understand? So that's the thing. So as long as you keep more than 50% win rate, you're making good money with Forex. But if you are putting your lines correct, of course you will win more than 50%. So that's why Forex can be your next job if you do things correctly and don't have emotions. Because many, they get worried when you go little in minus, and right away they turn green, they close it because they were so scared, and they get happy. And then maybe after go to your take profit. And if you start to do that, you will end up losing money even when you're trading good. Then when you reach 1.5, you can be scared and you can close the trade. Like for example, here for example, you could have closed your trade down to this region, for example, if you wanted to, and you still make good money. And then let the rest go till you reach your target that you wanted from the first place. Something you can do, okay? So now let's look at another pair. As we can look day trading also. I see. Okay. Here you see clearly when your eyes start to learn to see. You can see that we are respecting this trend line. Do you see that? You see here, touch it, touch it, touch it, and touch it. So if we take down to this region here, you can see that here, if we had followed 2 hours ago, we could have got an incredible good entry here in the trend line. So if you then look at the top side, I'm pretty sure that we will find something like this also, because then we can easy figure out a target for our let's see, let's mark up this first. Typically these things, they fits like a glove, and there we have it. So you can see we have a very high area we can go up to. So you can see my take profit is all the way up here. So because we will get a trend change when we are moving in a down direction, like see here now. I always say trade with the trend, but if you look at the 4 hour, we are actually trading with the trend, because we are okay short term downtrend, but long term I will say we are moving in this bigger range here. So in the long term we are trading correctly, but if you're going to trade here now, I would typically take a trade up here instead. But yes, could have taken a trade down here. But like I said, I am not so fan of trading against the trade. So for day trading, I will not go in right now, because for day trading, we would then trade against the trend, and that's not something I want to do. So that's just how you get confused. Because one thing can look nice for in the 30 minutes that you want to go one direction, and with the swing trading can be another view when you look at the higher time frame that you want, like you see now, we go for a long trade. So it's very important that you decide which type of trader you are. Swing trader can fit good if, for example, you have a 9-to-5 job, because then you can't be sitting looking the chart all the time, but you can wake up, for example, 1 hour before job, go in, look the chart, take the trade, and then let it just run. But if you are a day trader, that's more difficult, because then you need to be a little more active. Day trader is where you can make the most money, because you can take more trades, and more trades you take, if you take them correctly, your win rate will be equal to your way of trading better. If you do swing trading, you get few trades, and your average will take longer time, so you reach your average win rate, if that makes sense. Because you can start swing trading the correct way and you can get 3 losers in a row, okay? But if you do day trading, you get these 3 losers and you get your winners also much faster. So within a week, you're making money. With swing trading, you might get your 3 losers in 1 week and maybe just 1 winner, and you are in minus for that week. But average through the year, you'll make money. But many maybe give up after 2 weeks because they are in minus and they give up. So day trading in that way can be smarter for you. Okay, let's take a new pair. Okay, so here we can see that we have, I remember I told about this in another day, that we needed to break, we have this big area here where we have more like a resisted zone, and we needed to break this one and close above it for then go to the upside. So now we are doing that. So this will be a trade for Monday. I have a session in Monday, and in Monday we might open a trade here. But if you go down to 4 hours, let's see if you have closed above it. We have not done that yet, but we will do that in 1 hour and 37 minutes. So for the ones that are going to be trading today, what you can do, this is on USD GPY, okay? The line of interest, I will write it down, 917. Let me write that down, 917. Then let's add the another information. The another information is 134. 134. Then we have that. So on 4 hour chart, open long if USD GPY is above when next bar open. Yeah. The reason for that is that if we close above here, that means we have broken this resistance that will turn support. So a trade I will have taken here could be something like this. We put our stop loss just below here and take profit. We can take all the way up there. I can even take the stop loss a little more tight, just so we reach our more than 1.5. So trade could be something like this you see here now. I will not open this one now because I want to see that we close bot, because this can be a fake out. Within the 1.34 minutes, this one can shoot down and go down. But if you see that you can't, I will say high take profit. High take profit at stop loss at if closed bar is so high that you can't get 1.5 win rate, do not enter. What I mean with that is, if in 1 hour and 34 minutes this won't go so high up that like for example here, that let me move stop loss will be down around there. Say like here for example, I would not enter because I don't get my 1.5 ratio. So right now it's too high. We want it to be at least down here somewhere. So this depends how high this spot is up, because our area of interest is quite small. So as we can take profit just up here because we have our resistance zone up here, I would only enter the trade if this spot closed a little more down. So what I want to see is that this one go a little more down and be here. That will be a nice entry. So just make sure that you close, you get at least 1.5. Then this can be a nice trade today for USD GPY. Let's now take a look at gold. Okay, we have got a little move in gold. I like to see that. Let's look at the daily chart. We have got a super nice move up. Like I said before, we are always only looking for buy trades for gold. Looks like we have got the move up. I told that we are working with the 50s, so we almost got up to the 1800. Of course, there are always a little area that is more like the resistance zone. So right away we broke here, we knew that it was going to go up, and as we did go more up, we knew that it was going to. Gold is very easy to predict. Gold always move in 50s. It's very rare we go more than 50 in a move. The moves typically just move in 50s. $50 I mean. So now we are retesting this. You can see the area is at down here, of course, but you see he did go down to 64, but this is the area where we can say we have more like support. Me personally, I would want to enter for a long position again. I would look for a long position, maybe a line of this region here. So if gold could just come down to this region here, I would then go for a sweet long trade. I would, if you got one of these spikes down, I would take a trade here. This is a trade I actually will not wait for confirmation, because the stop loss will be so tight. So I will put a pending trade down here, and I will target all the way up to the tops here. So if I lose $1, I'm happy to do that. But if I win, I get 7 times my money back. So this is a trade I will take. If we come down here, I don't know, I don't think so. But if we do, we have a sniper entry with a super tight stop loss. Because you see, if we fall below here, then it will be a trend and it will go down by the way. So this will be a sniper entry, and we are 7 times our money. So that's how you should trade gold also. But like I said, does not look like you will come down here, but if we do, we are going to make good money. Let's now see if there are any questions. You don't need to buy a laptop, you can trade with your cell phone actually, or tablet. So I will just write that. You can trade with mobile or tablet. No need for computer. As you can see, I'm using a tablet and cell phone when I trade. So always when I'm on the fly, I can open TradingView on my tablet or on my cell phone. So when I go whole day to the beach and things, I just bring my tablet and I can do everything from the tablet. So no need of computer. Of course, computer can be nice later on when you want to trade professional like I do, but you can easily do it from a tablet and cell phone also. We have been looking euro against dollar. If you look a little up, I think even I made a trade with it. Yeah, see here, pending long trade. So we have been looking on euro against dollar. So you came a little too late, but I think that trade is still valid. We can go back and see how this trade did go. Let's open it. I think it was on 30 minutes. Did we even hit a stop loss there? Let me see. No, we did not do. So you see the trade is live. We did enter. We are currently in the trade. So we can enter now on euro against dollar. I can write that down. Let me. So we got a good entry there, and now with our euro USD trade. If you have not done. So let's take a look at some binary option. Typically I do a trade, at least one trade every session. We have won every trade till now, so let's hope we keep it that way. But of course one day will come the first losing trade. I typically trade with $100. We pick out up here that we see give us the most. Let's take this one. Let me see how it looks like. This looks to things. Let me see. We need to add Bollinger Band. And we will add stochastic. And as always, to make it easier to look at, we change this one to white, and white, and the middle we don't need that one. We only use the two top. Here we go with yellow. Now let's see. Okay, so for the top side we have a line we can work with. So we take a trade up there. Let's move it a little more there. So now we have in the top side, bottom side I don't see anything. So currently we can't trade on the bottom side because we don't have a support line to work with. Here is a support line that is above our Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band need to be accepted. So you see, for example, here you see we have a resistance zone, and it's correct with our Bollinger Band. We can only keep this resistance zone as long as this Bollinger Band you have a space in between it. Because the way I trade, my buy need to be outside of the Bollinger Band. This one, stochastic, need to be up here in the black area here to make a put trade. The same means in the downside, I need, if I got to take a call trade, I need to have the stochastic down here in the black area down here. I need to be outside of this Bollinger Band, and I need to have a support line, for example, down here. Right now, we can see the support line is here. That means I don't meet all my three criteria. That means no trade to take. So that's basically how it looks like right now. We can only trade it when we touch this line up here. Because you can see here, we are this is an area where we are. Every time when we touch it, we go down. We touch it, we go down. We touch it, we go down. So it's a very strong resistance zone. But right away, this Bollinger Band start to go above here. That means it's also at show me that the market maybe want to break it. Does not mean we'll do it, but the reality is that when the Bollinger Band start to break and we see this line here break this line here, that means this one is not valid for me more. So right away we see this line here start to break it and we start to come in the upside here. I will keep this one as a valid trade as long as we are keeping it at least 1-to-1. Right away we see this line here come to the upside here is not valid more, and we need to make a new adjustment, and the new adjustment will be up in this region up here. So you always need to do like that when you're trading binary option if you want to trade the way I do. So you can see the trades I have done this week, just so we can see. You see I have done 2 trades, like I said, and we have 2 winners. So our win rate keep high as long as we keep to our rules. I think I have a 0 too much here. We are not going to trade 1,000. I'm happy with 100. So yeah, that's basically my strategy with binary option. If we get the trade or not, I don't know, because I'm very conservative with my trades. I've seen many YouTubers how they're trading. They come with some stupid rules, like they're trading with MACD on 2 minutes and things. If you start to backtest it and you take the trades after how they say it, you will end up losing money. But if you trade the way I'm showing you, you actually make money. You can backtest it, but then you need to do things correctly. Keep the rules. Like now, you see this Bollinger Band now start to go up. Right away, this line here now start to turn on top here. This resistance zone, for me at least, is not valid more. So need to be on this bar or maybe a couple more. So this resistance on here is maybe valid just for 3 more minutes. When this 3 minutes is done, might not be valid more for me, because you see this line go up and up and up, and right away, like I said, we start to come above here. It's not valid more. But talking about that, our support line now start to be more and more valid. So let's zoom in so we get it correctly. Let's move it there. So our support line now start to be valid soon. If this one did shoot down here now, I would not take the trade. But in a couple of bars, this one might be valid, because you see here now, do you see this Bollinger Band? This is moving up. Right away, this Bollinger Band is above here. This support line is also valid. So right now, I will say it's now valid. So now we have 2 lines we are trading with currently. So this 2 is now valid. So if you come down here, I will take a call trade. If you come up to this line, I will take a put trade. So now we need to see what will happen in the next bars or so. If this one start to turn and come below here now, and it's not valid more. So let's see. So now if this one can shoot down here, we take a call trade. That's why you need to make sure you're using the same broker like me, because if you're using another broker, this does not need to look exactly the same like my broker. So always take a look, make sure you're using the same if you want to copy my trades, because I trade on 1 minute, so you need to be super fast. So now you can see it's a perfect trade if this one could shoot down here. Perfect, because now you see we have space. So now it's even more valid, and it's a valid one in top also. So this is a game of just to have some patience. What you can do is that you can put alarms when you reach certain levels, because you can see this is a chart from TradingView, so you can make alarms in TradingView. So for example, when you reach around this level or reach around this level, you get alarm and you can run to your computer or whatever, or if you're using your cell phone, it's even easier. then you just open it and are ready to push call or put. But you need to see that very fast, that your lines are correct, that you have here, for example, you have space, and here you have a space. That means it's valid in every way there is. And of course, this stochastic need to be in this black area or this black area here. Black area here for put trade and black area here for call trade. So it's what I've said before. Many people, they say binary option is a scam, binary option is just luck. It's not. If you are very correct with your trading and you use a trading strategy like I'm doing, where you have a very high win rate, yes, how can be a scam if you have a high win rate? Make sense for you? So always have this in mind when you're trading. That don't see all this crap YouTube videos how to trade binary option, because most of them I don't even think many of these YouTubers are trading themselves, because you can't make money with it the way they trade. They just are after affiliate income. Me also, I want affiliate income, of course. I'm making that, but I also are trading on real account. That's the difference. So I know the way I'm trading is making money. If not make money, I will not share it. I would have never been a teacher on the RM Academy if I did not know the way I'm trading would make money. So, but this was a little boring. We are moving in this area. I will just wait a more couple of minutes. If you don't get a trade in 2 minutes, we will move on, because I can't be just sitting looking this. And I think I have explained that good enough so you understand where to take trades and how you should do it so you can make money also. So let's wait one more. This will be the last one. If we don't come down to this level here or up to this level up here, we are just moving on. Then we will move on to the last Forex pair, and hopefully we can look a little into cryptocurrency also in the end. So let's say now if we can get a spike up here now, we can maybe take a trade. If not, we move on. So now you can see, for example, the stochastic part is approved. Now we are only missing the Bollinger Band and the support, the resistance zone up here. So a nice thing would be if you could get a bar like this you'll see here, hit up, we can take the trade, and we are done. But does not seems like we're getting it. No. So that means no trade. No. Then we move on. No trade today, sadly, but I think you all understand the way I'm trading, that this will sometimes can take a little while, and we just need to have some patience. Patience is key with binary option for you to make money. Like this area here, we are not trading that. If you start to make, okay, we have a support resistance on here, we have a support down here, you will lose money, because don't trade in the small areas. Follow the rules and keep to this I told you here now. So this for me looks just amazing, these two areas right now. So that's it for binary option. No trades today, but it's completely okay. It's better not to trade than be hunting a trade. Okay. So let's see if there are any questions. I'm not sure what you started, but what you started. But let's see if we can take one more pair instead here. We have been looking on all. See now, you are now good in the money with EURUSD, so that's good. So if you did take this trade, congratulations, you're already in money. EURUSD trade in good money. So, oops, what else writing here now? USD, I meant. So, congratulations if you're into this trade. We are already in good money. You see our entries. I did go for a sniper entry. It was not so sniper. We did come down here, but at least our stop loss was put perfectly. So now we are in good money. So it's a nice trade. You're even in 1-to-1 already, I think. Almost 1-to-1 trade already. So it's a very nice trade we did here on euro against dollar. Like I've said before, my win rate in these sessions are very high. So if you have been following me from the start of every session I've taken and taken every single trade I have said, you have made some very good money, and this money would then cover the cost that it is to be a member of RM Academy many times. Of course, depending on how much you put in a trade, of course. But if you put a decent amount, you're making a lot of money following my trades. So that's that. Now let's move on. Let's take a look at the last Forex pair of the day. GBP, GPY. We had an incredible run up here now. Let's see what's going on the higher time frame. Okay, on the higher time frame, I think we might go. Let me see this. Yeah. All in all, we are. Let me see if it's this a trend line up here. Let me see. Let's zoom a little more out, maybe. Always try to see. Yeah, looks like we have some type of trend line. We did break it here, but it did break above right away. This might have been a news, so we broke below it, but to go up again. But yes, it's some type of trend line here. So of course here we are only looking for long trades. That means when they go down to 4 hours, let's see how it looks like. Okay, in the 4 hour you can see that we had a support area here. Let's mark that up. There, more or less. And we have a resistance zone up here. So I would just wait. For swing trading at least, I would only open a trade about this yellow line here, or if we can come down and retest here, for example. But at the current moment, no trade for swing trading for GBP, GPY. Let's go down to 30 minutes, see what it looks like here. No. No trade right now. We are moving in this area here, we can see. And as we did see in the high time frame that we will prefer take a long trade. So the trade was already done here. So early morning today, at least for me, the trade would have been in this region here. When we did break above this green line you see here, and in this bar here, when we start anew, I would have opened a long position. So you can see we had a very nice, super nice trade. I would have target maybe the tops here, and I would have got another stop loss maybe below the spikes here, and that would be an amazing trade. So if I had been awake, I would have taken the trade here. I would have taken the stop loss just below these spikes here, and I would have target all the way up here, but I would have target these tops here, so I would have get a 1 to 2.4 trade. That's a trade I would have taken before today, but as I was not awake, I did not take this trade. But right now, I don't see a trade because I would not have shortened this market, because as we see the long in the higher time frames, that we are only looking for long trades. So here we just need to wait. We need to be above this yellow line or go down and retest down here again for me to take a trade here. So that's that one. Then we have been looking at 5 pairs, and let's just check fast here. Now you can see we did not touch my line, and you see this one up here start very soon not be valid more, by the way, but we almost got up to my line. So if you had waited, we have not got a trade, by the way. Now let's move back. Someone talking about doubling the profit again. That will be on you. I will not tell you how to double your profit. I will show my signals and how much you put in that. You should not use more than 1% on each trade. So to double, no, that will be hard. We are not going for that crazy profits here. We are trading safe. So now you can see, just so you can understand the way I'm thinking with binary option. If we see here now, you see the line in the top of your resistance zone. That means this resistance zone here now is not valid more. I will say it was valid last on this part here. If this one had touched it up here now, on this one, we could have still have taken it. Now, if this one come up here now to this resistance, it's not valid more, because now as the bullish band is above it, we did all 3 criteria. So only to show you that you can't just put up lines and wait. You need to follow also all the 3 rules to take a trade. So you can see that it was valid quite long time, but now it's not valid more. So this would not be a trade for us, by the way. Just so you understand my way of thinking, so you trade properly. So you see now the bullish band lines are high above. Now it's not valid more. Now, if you're going to take this, for example, now you need to move this line to the next area of interest. That's up here. So now your next resistance zone for have a space in between the bullish band and your resistance zone will be up here. So now the only trade we'll take now will be up here. Just so you have an idea about my way of thinking, what you can do now you can rather move this line to maybe to this place here. So now you have moved your support line, because now you can see this is an area you touch it, go up, you touch it, you go up. So now this, so you always can move your both lines. So you have an area of interest to trade. You don't just leave this one down here. You can move it when you see your bullish band accepted. So this one would be approved down here now. Okay. Let's see if we can look a little on some cryptocurrency. I always like to do that. So let's take BTC USD on crypto. So let's move to a higher time frame. So here we can see things are not moving that much. We have been looking at this for a while now. Look at it's my crazy dog here. We have we can see we start to form a trend line up here. That's nice to see. You see we are respected it on this part. And we respected it here. And if we then take a trend line on the other side, by the way, I only work with long position when we talk about Bitcoin. Let's see, I want to take it there. We can move this one a little like that. And there we have an interest zone. So a long trade can be taken now. This is on a daily chart actually. So we take a trade here now. We target the upside here and the stop loss. We can just take a very nice tight stop loss around there. So let's take that trade. That's BTC USD. BTC USD long trade entry. We take it on this one. We take our stop loss at that level, and we take our profit level on that level. So let's see, TP on that level. I will explain more. So the reason for this trade, as we can see, we are currently in an uptrend. You see we are respecting this trend line up here, and we are just targeting our top in the top trend line. You can see that we do not have any resistance in any before we come up to 28,762. So the only resistance we will have will be this trend line. As you can see, we come, but we always cross a little above the trend line. We did not do it here, but I think we are close enough to the trend line that we can turn the profit here. So how I'm expecting this to move, as we can see, can be within this weekend that we get a spike up here, go like this, and go here, for then to go slowly down, maybe to down here. And I think we'll do that all the way up to 28,600. Looks like we are, it looks like it's an incredible nice trade this. So in this way again, if you lose $1, we are making almost $2 on the profit trade. So yet again, we are trading with the trend, and we are keeping our rules, plus we are making, even if we win half of the time only, we are making money. So that's how you should trade, and that's the way you should always trade. So if you zoom in here now, you can enter the trade right now. We are currently exactly in the entry position. So you can enter on your trade right now with BTC USD. And this is a little more fun because this one will keep open through the weekend. Forex will now close today and will open again in Monday. But Bitcoin USDT will be open all through the week, so you can always trade it. So then I will take questions. It's just 1 minute left. So if there are any questions, I'm just getting started. Can you show me the trade again? Yes, sure. Sure. It's BTC USDT. You can, in the Forex broker I gave you, you have it there. So you can trade with the BTC USDT. Don't need to be BTC USDT, can be any USD pair, it's the same. So here you see the trade, you can open it now, and the signal you have here for the take profit and stop loss levels. So that's it for this session. If you get any question through the weekend, just write it down on the paper. I will be back Monday, same time, 1800. So with that, have a super amazing weekend.